we're going to talk about now is the vlookup function. On the prior lesson, we looked at drop-down lists here. We've got that working. Now we want to automatically call up the phone number given a drop-down name. And the way we do that is with the vlookup function. You go to Formulas, and here's a list of different formulas, and we're going to look up the lookup and reference. And the last one here is vlookup. Here, it explains the function. These are the four things that you have to enter. This is the explanation of the function, and this is the explanation of they're calling the argument, the different things you have to enter. Let's talk about the description of the function. It looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table, then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. So it looks for a value in the leftmost column here and returns a value in that row that you specify. Does it return red or phone number? Let's look at how it works. The lookup value is the value to be found in the first column. What are we going to look up? We're going to look up what the name is. And the reference is A2. Whatever appears here, that's where we're going to look it up. Table array is the table. Where are we going to look it up? We enter in the entire table, making sure of what we look up is in the first column. Column index number is what number of the column are you going to return? This is always the first column, second column, third column. In our case, it's the third column. Last is the range lookup, is the logical value, whether it's a close match or an exact match. To find an exact match, put false. We want exact match. We're putting in false. We're clicking on OK. So it shows Tom has a phone number 2222. Looks good. Let's look at Dick's phone number. Looks good. So my function's working. If I wanted to do hair color, I would also put in the vlookup function right here. And it's exactly the same. What do I want to look up? I want to look up Harry, or whatever appears on A2. Where do I want to look it up? I want to look it up at this table. In this case, I don't want the third column. I want the second column. And we don't click the cell. We click just the second column. And I still want an exact match. Click OK. Harry has no hair. Tom has red hair. Dick has black hair. Once again, as in data validation, we might not necessarily want this all to appear on the same things. We may want to impress our friends with what we're doing behind the scenes. So we can cut this item, put it on a different sheet where we have our working material, and the function will still be working. I will say, though, that when you copy a cell that has a vlookup function, I really don't recommend it until you really understand it, and maybe we'll get that into another lesson. But you can move the data, but you really shouldn't move the function. That's vlookup, very powerful. We use it on Garage Calculator. Takes your spreadsheets to the next level.